Now that you've accessed Naviance and it's your senior year, what are some things you need to do? Well, to begin with, you're going to need to identify what colleges you're applying to. So just click the Colleges tab. Then you're going to need to search for the colleges that you're applying to. So for example, if you know that you're applying to the University of Scranton, you would just type in University of Scranton, hit go, and there it is. When you select the University of Scranton, you're going to get information about this school. And at that time, you can favorite the college to add it to colleges that you're thinking about. So we've already done that. I'm going to hit the home button to go back. Now again, when you're in the Colleges tab, you have colleges I'm thinking about and colleges I'm applying to. So now that you've added schools to the colleges that you're thinking about, go ahead and click that link, and it will take you to the list of schools that you're thinking about applying to. Now you can select the schools that you've actually applied to. So by this point, you should have actually completed your application. You're really not going to do this part until you've applied, because this is the point you're going to request your transcripts. So for our purposes, we're looking at the University of Scranton. All you're going to do is hit Move to Application List. Now you can indicate what decision type that you're looking at. So, or what admissions type you're looking at. Regular decision, rolling, priority, early decision, early action. The most important here would be early decision or early action, because that helps us keep track of when all of the documentation needs to be received so that we don't miss any deadlines. The University of Scranton is actually a rolling admissions process, so we're going to click that. But again, remember the priority here is if you have any schools that you're applying early action or early decision. Then, again, you've already submitted your application, so you're going to select that. You're also going to indicate that you want to request your transcript. This allows us to send your transcript directly to the colleges through Naviance, which is an electronic transmission, which means they get it really fast. You can also say that you want to include your unofficial SAT scores or ACT scores, send a mid-year transcript, or send final transcript. But we can decide on those other things later on if you like. Then hit Add Application. Now you're going to have schools on the list of colleges you're applying to. These are schools, again, that you've actually submitted your application to. And here you can see we've already submitted to Bloomsburg, Marywood, NCAA, which is for those students who are looking at athletics, and Rutgers in Newark. You're going to see that there are different types of submissions. So the first one for Bloomsburg is a computer screen that shows you it's an electronic transmission, which I was talking about earlier. Marywood is a little tricky because it actually has an unknown destination, because at the time that you were filling out or indicating this was a college that you're applying to, you failed to indicate whether or not you used the Common application or whether or not you used their application. So you'll see that this I'm not sure yet is blue. So we're going to click on this, and what it allows us to go then and do is to change this to say via Common App or direct to the institution. Now, just an FYI, if you do not do this, I cannot send your transcript. So you have to do that, or I'm going to have to hunt you and ask you to go in and change that setting. Then you'll see this little postage stamp. So NCAA is listed as needing to mail your transcript. Now, we do submit that electronically. However, it's submitted through a different system. Naviance doesn't speak directly to NCAA. And finally, Rutgers Newark. So Rutgers Newark is part of the large Rutgers system. So sometimes you'll see this postage stamp for those satellite campuses. In that case, we may go in and also add the Rutgers main campus as a place to send your transcripts so that we can send them electronically. And in that way, the Rutgers system will receive your transcripts. Once you have gone ahead and applied, the next thing you're going to worry about doing is going down to the Common App matching. Now, Common App matching, it will actually come up at the top of the screen. If you are using the Common App, you are going to need to do this. Once you've set up your Common App account, you're going to go in and fill out your Common App email address. So whatever email you use for your Common App account, your date of birth is pre-populated. If there's an error there, make sure you correct it, and then just hit match. It'll combine now your Naviance and Common App accounts, allowing us to send your Common App documentation directly through Naviance. If you don't need Common App matching, you're not applying to any schools that require the Common App. You can hit not needed down on the bottom right, and it just kind of shrinks it down, and you can always go back to that at some point. Letters of recommendation would be your next step. So under letters of recommendation, you're going to click add request, indicate what teacher you would like to complete your application. You'll see that we have all of our teachers listed in here. Then you can indicate whether or not you want a specific college that you want to send this letter of recommendation to, or all current and future colleges that you have added to the colleges I'm applying to. So generic versus specific. And then finally, you're going to add a personal note. So you should have at this point spoken to the teachers that you want to do recommendations. You should have gone to them and asked them personally. They prefer that you speak with them about it. They may at that point have asked you for a resume of activities. I emailed you a format for that this summer, and you would give them that information. You're just going to use Naviance so that they can upload it directly into Naviance and we can submit that electronically. So during this step 3, you just might want to send a quick reminder and a thank you to them for agreeing to do that. And then you'll just hit submit request and you'll have your letters of recommendation requested. Okay. And really that's about it. The only other thing to show you is that when you're in the colleges tab and you hit transcripts, this will allow you to request transcripts for college applications, scholarships or athletics, or to view the status of your transcript request so that we can see what was sent, what wasn't sent. You would be able to do that on your end as well. All right, that's it. Have a great day.